Good evening and welcome to yet another session on current affairs and GK from THiNC Institute of Design. So today we'll be discussing some of the important events which happened in the past 2 months. For example, mostly from July end only, July end and mostly in this first week of August. Okay, the last class I think we have mostly discussed regarding architecture, dance forms like that. So in this class I've given more weightage to this technology part and sports part. For example, you might be knowing this Paris Olympics happened very recently. So regarding that, also some important updates that concluded. So what are India's achievements? What are the facts regarding Paris Olympics? So that also maybe might be asked for your examinations. Okay. So in this session, we'll be having more diverse areas compared to other sessions. Okay. All right. So without much delay, let's start. Anyway, first we'll start with something from the culture part only. Again, we have discussed this in our last class also, but still I'll just update what all updates have come regarding this World Heritage Committee. I'll just update in this particular session. Okay, so you might be knowing that July 31st only, this World Heritage Committee session concluded. World Heritage Committee session concluded, and it was the 46th World Heritage Committee session. Okay, for those who are hearing it for the first time, World Heritage Committee is the committee which is actually selecting the UNESCO World Heritage Sites in India. UNESCO will be having selecting cultural sites and natural sites across the country, across the world. So this time, the particular session happened in New Delhi only. Okay, so this is actually the 46th session, and this is actually the first time India is getting to host this particular event. Okay, so that is the significance of this 46th World Heritage Committee. So, like every time, UNESCO has selected some of the important sites from worldwide. So this time, the numbers are kind of in the lesser side only. This time, only 24 sites were added from across the world. Okay, last time it was, I think, around 42 sites were added. So in this 24, 19 of them are cultural sites, 4 of them are natural sites, and 1 is mixed site. Okay, so this is the statistics as of now. And among this, in this 19 sites, India also got 1 site. So India's tally was 42. Now it has become 43. Okay, so this particular thing I mentioned in the last class. Maybe you can refer that video also. Okay, and this is Moidams. The 43rd site which we got was Moidam from Assam. Moidams from Assam. So Moidam is basically the burial mound of Ahom kings. Burial mound of Ahom kings. Okay, Ahoms were the dynasties who ruled in the northeastern part of India, especially focusing on this Assam area. Okay, so this is actually the burial mounds of this Ahom kings. So that was the 43rd site which was added from India. Last year we got 2 sites. One was Shantiniketan, another one was Hoysala temple. So this year overall the tally was less. Indian tally was also less. We got only 1 site. Okay, all right. So that is regarding World Heritage Committee, which was held in India. The meeting which was held in India. Next one again related to architecture. So Rashtrapati Bhavan's 2 halls were renamed. Okay, 2 halls. One was a Darbar Hall. One was a Darbar Hall. Darbar Hall. Okay, so Darbar Hall was renamed as Ganatantra Mandap. Ganatantra Mandap. And another hall is Ashoka Hall. Ashoka Hall that became Ashoka Mandap. Okay, Ashoka Hall became Ashoka Mandap. So these are the 2 important changes which happened in the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Okay, you might be knowing what is Rashtrapati Bhavan. Rashtrapati Bhavan is the residence of Indian president. Okay, residence of Indian president. It was a president from the British time itself. The viceroys were residing in that area, and even it was constructed during the British period. Only started in 1912, and the name of the architect is very important. Edwin Lutyens. Edwin Lutyens. Edward Lutyens is the architect of the entire Rashtrapati Bhavan. Okay, so you might be knowing why these things were renamed. Why? Because Darbar was something which was mostly prominent. The term was mostly prominent during the British period only. Indian rulers Darbar, like that is actually the court of the Indian rulers, or maybe the British rulers also use the same name. So we want to get away with that particular name, which was a colonial legacy. That's why in the hall 2, Mandap, that is also kind of a, we are renaming it to the local language. Okay, so that is the significance of renaming this Rashtrapati Bhavan's halls. Okay, almost all the events, important events which are related to independence movement also happened, like functions like transferring of the power, like all those things happened in this Rashtrapati Bhavan's halls only. Okay, earlier the swearing-in ceremony was also happening in this particular hall only. But nowadays, right, nowadays the new government swearing-ins are happening outside the Rashtrapati Bhavan. That's a new change. Otherwise, it was inside only. Okay, even if a new minister is being appointed, that is happening in this particular hall only, not outside. Okay, all right. So that's regarding the renaming of halls in Rashtrapati Bhavan. Next one again from architecture temple, world's largest Ramayana temple. World's largest Ramayana temple. So this is Virat Ramayana temple. Virat Ramayana temple. Okay, Virat Ramayana temple. All across India, all across the world, we have different Ramayana temples. Are there? Mostly it will be showcasing the events which happened in Ramayana, incidents which happened in Ramayana. For example, Kanyakumari, there is a Ramayana mandir. All across the world, different Ramayana mandirs are there. Even outside India also, we have different Ramayana mandirs are there. So this is in Champaran, East Champaran. Champaran is in Bihar. Champaran is in Bihar. Okay, so that is the world's largest Ramayana temple is the construction is ongoing in this Champaran in Bihar. Okay, you might be knowing that recently another temple was constructed. Another temple was constructed in Uttar Pradesh. Okay, you might be knowing this. That is Ayodhya temple. Okay, Ayodhya temple. So you can compare it with Ayodhya, like why it is big and all. So basically, this Ram Mandir in Ayodhya, I mean, this temple is basically three times the size of Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. You might have seen at least the images of Ram Mandir. That itself was a very huge structure. So this will be basically it is said that once the construction is going to get over, this will be three times the size of Ram Mandir, spanning across around 3.75 lakh square kilometer. Okay, and also this temple architecture is influenced by all types of architecture. For example, the northern style of temple architecture we call it as Nagara. The Ayodhya Ram temple was built in this Nagara style of architecture. Okay, and coming to southern part of India, we have Dravidian style of architecture. Okay, so these are the two prominent styles of architecture in India. But this temple, this has actually incorporated many of these features from this Ramayana temple, features from this both the temple architecture. Okay, mainly from Rameshwaram and Madurai temples, Rameshwaram and Madurai temple, and even from the largest temple, that is Angkor Wat temple. Okay, largest temple in the world is Angkor Wat temple. Another striking feature is here, this temple houses the largest Shivaling in the world. Largest Shivaling in the world. Okay, when we're doing Shivaling, so largest Shivaling in the world, 33 feet tall. 33 feet tall, largest Shivaling in the world. That is also going to be built in this Ramayana temple. Even the height is also much higher than the Ayodhya Ram Mandir. Okay. It is said that once this temple, the entire temple the construction is over. At that time, this will become the largest temple, world's biggest Hindu temple. But we can tell it after the construction is over only. Okay. All right. So that is world's largest Ramayana temple in East Champaran district of Bihar. Okay. Next one related to Paris Olympics. So Paris Olympics, many things related to Paris Olympics you might have read also, maybe in social media, at least everywhere related to Paris Olympics you can see. So Indian tally. Now the Paris Olympics has concluded. So Indian has won 6 Olympic medals. Total of 6 Olympic medals. One is the silver and 5 bronze. 1 silver and 5 bronze. Basically, in 2020, the Olympics happened in Tokyo. So at that time, we got 7 medals. Now it has reduced to 6 medals. Okay. So it's kind of the same way only, but still maybe we can say it like a slight decrease was also there. Okay. All right. So we had around 120 117 athletes from 16 different sport categories. So Paris Olympics had 32 sports categories, in which India participated only in the 16 categories. Okay, 16 categories, and India had only 117 athletes among the 10,000 athletes from 196 countries. Okay, compared to our population, that tally is also very less. Okay, all right. The medal winners are the Neeraj Chopra. Neeraj Chopra is a sole silver winner. So that is the highest medal which we have got. We didn't get any gold this time. So Neeraj Chopra got silver in men's javelin throw. Bronze, again, all of the were bronze. So bronze won is Indian hockey team. Indian hockey team got bronze. Another one, again, they were famous. I think the first person to get an award, get a medal was Manu Bhaker. You all might be knowing Manu Bhaker. Manu Bhaker got the award in women's 10-meter air pistol shooting. Okay, women's 10-meter air pistol shooting. Okay, again, we are kind of good in shooting this time. So Swapnil Kuzale. Swapnil Kuzale got bronze in men's 50-meter rifle three position, again in shooting. Okay, so Manu Bhaker got in 10-meter air pistol, women's 10-meter air pistol. Swapnil Kuzale got in men's 50-meter rifle three position. Okay, again in the mixed team event, both Manu Bhaker and Sarabjit Singh. Manu Bhaker and Sarabjit Singh, they got bronze. Okay, in the 10-meter air pistol mixed team event. Okay, and again, even wrestling also is kind of an event where Indians used to perform well. So this time, the final medal was won by Aman Sehrawat. Aman Sehrawat in men's freestyle 57 kg wrestling. Men's freestyle 67 kg wrestling. Okay, that is Aman Sehrawat. Okay, so these are the important. These are the only awards which India got. Okay, total of 6 awards India got. One is a silver, and another one was another 5 bronze award. Okay, and one interesting thing about this Paris Olympics is among this 32 sports, one event was added as a new event. Okay, so that is breakdance. Breakdancing is a new official sport in Paris Olympics. Okay, so this is basically the third time Paris is hosting this Olympics. Last time it happened 100 years back, 1924. So this is in after 100 years only Paris is hosting the Olympics. So that significance is also there. Okay, all right. So that is regarding Indian tally and general things regarding Paris Olympics. One more thing regarding Olympics. So very interesting and very something which is very which was in the news very much. So this is in 100-meter sprint final. 100-meter sprint, very something, a photo finish happened, and the winner was Noah Lyles. Noah Lyles. He's a US sprinter. Okay, from US. Noah Lyles won the gold, and the time was 0.005 seconds. 0.005 seconds. This never happened in the history. And another thing is like all the athletes, all the sprinters, they finished under 10 seconds. Even the last person who finished, he finished in 9.78 seconds. But if he would have finished it in the same time in the Tokyo Olympics, he would have got a medal. Okay, so the competition is kind of getting more and more tougher. Even both of them, this top people, both of them finished in the same time, but in the later calculation only, they said that it is actually a difference of 0.005 seconds. Okay, so Noah Lyles won the gold medal, and the second position was Kishane Thompson. That is silver. Kishane Thompson. Okay, so this is said to be one of the most interesting events in Paris Olympics. Okay. All right, next one. Next one. OpenAI. OpenAI, you all might be knowing regarding OpenAI, one of the leading AI companies in the world itself. Okay, OpenAI's most important product is ChatGPT. Okay, ChatGPT. So now OpenAI is again released another product, that is Search GPT. Search GPT. Okay, you might be knowing that even though OpenAI and the ChatGPT is the leaders in this AI, generative AI, but in the search engine, who is a leader? It is Google only. Okay, Google never had any challenge in the search engine till now, till date. Okay, so OpenAI is planning to reduce the monopoly of this Google through a search GPT, integrating this AI in the search itself. Right? Now only this Google started this Gemini and all incorporated in this Google search. Otherwise, we'll be getting only the search result based on the websites only. Right? Okay, so like that. So OpenAI went to reduce that monopoly. So that's why they have introduced a search GPT. Basically, it gives a summary of the searches along with the link to the source. Even users can also ask follow-up questions, so that you'll be getting, for example, if you're searching something and you want something specific, you can ask a follow-up question in the search GPT, and based on that, the new searches will be given. It is said that the search GPT will be directly integrated to chat GPT also. Okay, so that things are actually going on. Microsoft is also incorporating this OpenAI's technology in the Bing search. Already they are incorporating in the Bing search. Now, if you look at Google also, maybe you have the option to turn on this Gemini. So now it's kind of like a competition. Google is also coming up. Okay. All right. Next one, something which will happen in 2-3 days, hopefully. So this SpaceX and NASA, they have announced to send Crew 9, Crew 9. So it was supposed to be launched in August 18, but still now it is kind of in uncertainty only. Okay, basically they are actually going to the International Space Station. Okay, they want to send the crew to the International Space Station, and you might be knowing, you might have heard, like Sunita Williams and another person is stuck inside that. Why? Because their spaceship kind of malfunctioned, so they are kind of stuck inside. So again, NASA is joining hands with the SpaceX to bring them back also. Okay, so that was in the news. Now it is said that they have to stay at least for maybe till 2025 in there. So that's latest news. Okay. All right. And you might be knowing what is SpaceX. SpaceX is owned by Elon Musk. Okay. Like Tesla, X platform and X Corporation and all. The SpaceX is also owned by Elon Musk. Okay. And the first commercial ship by this SpaceX was Dragon spacecraft. Okay, Dragon spacecraft, and the most popular one is a Falcon 1. Falcon 1. Okay, all right. Now it is Falcon 9. That's the latest, most powerful and most popular one, Falcon 9. All right, next one related to Indian space programs. India has chosen 2 astronauts for this Axiom 4 ISS mission. Axiom 4 ISS, International Space Station mission. You might be knowing that India is also planning a outer space mission. India is also planning an outer space mission. Name is Gaganyaan. Name is Gaganyaan. Gaganyaan was supposed to happen in 2024. Again, it was delayed to 2025. And again, it was delayed to 2027. Okay, so Gaganyaan mission, basically what Gaganyaan mission is, Gaganyaan mission will be sending astronauts. Mostly three astronauts to space, outer space. That is Gaganyaan mission. Okay, so before Gaganyaan mission in this ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, they are actually tying up with NASA, for the mission known as Axiom 4 ISS mission. Axiom 4 ISS mission. This is actually a private astronaut mission. So basically, they'll be in this Axiom 4 mission. Two Indian astronauts will also be part of this Axiom 4 mission. And among these 2 astronauts, they are part of the Gaganyaan mission. So it is believed that they'll also be getting a kind of a previous experience regarding this, but only one person will be going. Okay, one is a backup. This person is Group Captain Prashant Balakrishnan Nair. He's a backup person only, but one person will only be going. So if he is not able to go, he'll be going. Okay, this is Shubhanshu Shukla. Shubhanshu Shukla. So he'll be going. Ideal case, he'll be going. If he's not able to go, he'll be going. Okay, so that is. Two Indian astronauts selected for the Axiom 4 ISS mission. Okay. All right. So this was part of Prime Minister Modi when he visited in US in June 2023. At that time, he signed an agreement with the NASA regarding. So this is actually the based on this August, these two people will be going for the training in the US. Okay. All right. Next one, again from SpaceX. All right. So before moving on to next slide, let me remind you regarding our successful batches, both NIFT as well as NID. You can see the names of the toppers who have come up in flying colors. So you can see it like we have grabbed almost all the top ranks, second rank, third rank, seventh rank, and all in both this NID as well as NIFT. Okay, so as of now, we are having our admissions are still open. So if you're interested to join, courses, you can join. Okay, all right. So that's regarding our success stories. Next one, again related to SpaceX. Again related to SpaceX. Okay, so SpaceX, again, another mission from SpaceX is the Polaris Dawn mission. Polaris Dawn mission, which will be launched in maybe 3 days, August 19th. Okay, August 19th. So this mission will be featuring the billionaire Jared Isaacman. Jared Isaacman. Okay, so he's actually a fintech billionaire. So he want to be the first private individual to conduct a spacewalk. First private individual to conduct a spacewalk. Okay, so basically it is said to be a very good leap in the space tourism, space. Okay, all right. So it was supposed to happen in July itself, July 31st, but you know, right, that ISS crew, even that SpaceX as well as NASA were joining hands for this ISS crew mission. So that's why this mission also got delayed. So now it is confirmed that in August 19th, they'll be going. Okay, so that is this Polaris Dawn mission. Okay, so he'll be going to the much farther than the low Earth orbit, but he won't be docking into the International Space Station. He'll be going just taking a round and he'll be returning back. Okay, but still much above the altitude which is gone by usual other astronaut. This is called 130-kilometer space will be there. So he'll be going much further than that. Okay. All right, next one. Next one, our DOT, Department of Telecommunication. So they are making many progress in this 6G technology. 6G technology, you might be knowing that as of now, the successful network technology we have is the 5G technology only. Okay, 5G technology, maybe you all might be, maybe some of you at least might be using this 5G technology. So it is believed that very soon we'll be in 2030, we'll be shifting from 5G to completely shifting from 5G to 6G. It is expected to be available around 2030. Okay, and what is the advantage of 6G is the 6G will be offering 100 gigabytes 100 gigabytes per second. That will be the speed, very, very huge speed, maybe around 10, 20%, 20 times more than the speed of 5G technology. Okay, so that is 6G technology. So more advanced things. So this is actually cell-free 6G access point. As of now, we are using the cell technologies only. Okay, cell technologies only. So this will be the cell-free access point technology. Self-free technology is said to have much more. The speeds will be more. Even the dead spots will be lesser. It will be more strong. The signals will be more reliable, and obviously it will be faster. So that is the advantage of this self-free 6G access points. Okay. All right. Next one. Next one, again, another mission from ISRO, and ISRO is also joining hands with ESA. European Space Agency, Indian Space Research Organization, as well as European Space Agency. They are going to work on a project known as a Ramses project. Known as the Ramses project. Okay, so this Ramses project will be focusing on the asteroid Apophis. Asteroid Apophis. So it is said that this asteroid Apophis will be passing near Earth by 2029. Passing by 2029. Okay, so the both ISRO as well as ESA, they're planning to study together. Okay, so it is actually once in a lifetime experience. This is said to be around 375-meter asteroid, and it will be just 32,000 kilometers. It's a very small distance compared to the space things. It's a very small distance, and again, it's a once in a lifetime experience. So we are preparing along with ESA to conduct this. Okay, conduct studies in this Apophis. All right. Next one. New deadly virus. Viruses are also becoming more common in these days. Okay, so new deadly virus. The name is Oropoch. Oropoch virus. Okay, so what is the significance? This virus was before also. This virus was there when it was spreading also, but this significance is this killed the first person. Okay, first person was killed who was affected by this virus in Brazil. Okay, so we can actually compare it with dengue virus. Dengue virus. So dengue. Um, compare it with dengue virus. So basically, dengue. You know, right? How dengue is being spread. Dengue is mostly spread by mosquitoes only. Okay, mosquitoes only. So basically, this Oropoch virus is also spreading through mosquitoes only. Same like dengue. Dengue is also not much transferred from person to person. Okay, whoever this mosquito is getting affected, like that way only this dengue is getting transferred. So again, Oropoch is also same way only. As of now, we don't have any evidence regarding it is directly spread from a person to person, but it will be transferred through this pathogen that is carried by mosquitoes and midges. Okay, and it is not said to be found in India. Mostly it is in the South American, Central American, and the Caribbean region only. But still, we cannot ruled out the possibilities. Many like Nipah and all, it was in Africa only. So now we have it in India also. So like that, we also will be all over the world. People will be more cautious regarding this. Okay, same like dengue, this will also be having the same symptoms only, like fever, muscle pain, headache. That symptoms will be shown if you are getting affected by Oropoch virus. Okay, all right. All right, before moving on to next one, let me remind you regarding our YouTube channel. So we'll be having more such sessions in our YouTube channel also, as well as the our Instagram pages and other social media handles also. We'll be sharing very informative content related to your examination. So the links will be posted in the chat box. So if you're interested to get these kind of to be part of these kind of sessions, please make sure that you're joining our handles. Okay, so the links will be posted in the chat box. Okay. All right. Next one. Next one. Again related to AI technology only. Meta. Meta, you might be knowing Meta. Meta is one of the most powerful, most leading tech giants in the world as of now by Mark Zuckerberg. So Meta, under Meta only we have Facebook, WhatsApp, Threads, Instagram, everything is coming under Meta only. So Meta is also released a new AI model. The old AI model was it, that is llama. This is an animal, actually, llama. So they have taken this. So now they have released the latest version, that is 3.1. Okay, 3.1. So basically, the Meta is actually claiming like this llama 3.1. It has actually outperformed the leading competitors. Like we all know what is a leading competitor now. It's OpenAI. Okay. So as of now, Meta has already taken over this OpenAI. That's what this Llama has already taken over this OpenAI. That's what Meta is claiming, but still we don't know the exact facts. Okay, all right. So this is also an open source AI. Open source means the source code, everything is available in the license, everything is available in the open platform itself. Okay, all right. So so that is Meta's Llama 3. Next one. Next one, India's first grain ATM. India's first grain ATM, and it was introduced in Odisha. It was introduced in Odisha, India's first grain ATM. Okay, so basically this is coming under a project known as Annapurti program. Annapurti program. This is not a state government program, not an Odisha government program, but central government program only, Annapurti program, and even we got international assistance from the WFP, World Food Program also. Okay, so basically a grain ATM, you might have guessed it correct by seeing the image also. You might be knowing what this exactly is. What is a ATM? ATM is, with ATM, what we are doing, we'll be inserting our card and we'll be getting the money, right? That's what ATM will be doing. But we have milk ATM, like many ATMs are there. Here, what they are actually getting, they'll be getting the grains. Okay, they'll be getting the grains. So that is basically grain ATM. Very simple concept. Okay, automated machines that provide food grains directly to the people. Okay, advantages, like, right, in the, as of now, we'll be going to the ration shops for getting these items. So what we'll be getting, what is the advantages, like corruption will be less. Corruption will be less, human intervention will be less. It will be automated, so the that quantity won't be compromised. So these things are the advantages of this grain ATMs. Okay, so Annapurti initiative, it's something which started during this COVID period. Okay, at the time also this was in discussion. So to provide people with a healthy food and maybe improve the access to the nutritious food. So that is the purpose of this Annapurti initiative. And in Odisha, they have started an initiative known as a grain ATM for the first time in the country. Okay. All right. Next one, again, let me remind you regarding our batches, ongoing batches. We have different varieties of batches. So one is a foundation batch, which we have for the, all this will be for these examinations only, both BArch as well as B.Des, only, and in different categories: NID, NIFT, Fashion, NIFT, uceed, CASE-DAT, Kerala related, CASE-DAT, NATA, JEE related to architecture. So we have different for catering different needs. We have different batches. So one is a foundation batch. Foundation batch will be for the 9th and 10th ongoing students, beginning the foundation regarding this arc as well as design. So we have the 2-year weekend batch for the 10th complete and 11th ongoing students, 1-year weekend batch for the 12th ongoing students, and during exam time we'll be providing a crash batch where we'll be getting a short duration course with whatever you need for the examination. And we have the regular batches. So regular batches, the admissions are straight ongoing only. If you're interested, you can contact the number. The number will also be provided in the chat box. Okay, regular batch will be a 1-year batch for the 12th completed students. Okay. All right, next one. Next one. Recently, July 21, we recorded the hottest day ever in the history. July 21, 2014, we recorded the hottest day ever in the history, and the temperature was 17.09 degrees Celsius. 17.09 degrees Celsius or 62.7 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, hottest day ever recorded in the history globally. Okay, so the previous mark was 17.08, very slight change only, but that is very significant. Previous it wasn't 17.08. I'm talking about the average, not in a particular place, but in the average temperature. Okay. All right. So, right, recently and all, this El Nino phenomenon was happening, and all over the world, this temperature, mostly almost everywhere in the world, this temperatures were soaring high, and even the global warming rates were also very much high. Also in India, also we could see this extreme heat events, heat waves, where there now, especially in the northern part of India, we could see the heat waves. Okay, so now the cycle has changed, and now we'll be getting more rain. Okay, so that's a different case, but still, this is something very significant. July 21st was the hottest day ever recorded in the history. Okay, all right, next one. Next one, related to DRDO. DRDO stands for Defense Research and Development Organization. Defense Research, and so they are dealing with the development of this missiles, weapons, drones, aircraft. Everything will be designed by this DRDO. It's coming under the Ministry of Defense. Many laboratories are there all across the country. Okay. All right. So what DRDO is doing is DRDO is indigenously developing. We are not importing. We are reducing the import, and we are indigenously developing, whether it be missiles or whatever I have mentioned earlier. So now they have developed something called a long-range glide bomb named Gaurav. Long-range glide bomb named Gaurav. Okay, so Gaurav is a long range climber which is weighing around 1000 kg. So what is doing is this, it is designed to hit the targets from a long distance, but in the exact target itself. Okay, so how it is being achieved is like, well, they'll be having a sophisticated navigation system based on GPS and all. We'll be having a sophisticated navigation system, so it will ensure that even if it is getting fired from a long distance, it will be hitting this target with high accuracy. Okay, so this test flight that took off from Odisha, Wheeler Island, Odisha. Okay, basically, this Gaurav can be launched from 110 kilometers, 110 kilometer even without the propulsion itself, but guided by GPS. GPS guided. Okay, and even it can avoid this radars also, enemy radars also. It can avoid. So that is the advantage of Gaurav. Okay. All right. Next one. Next one. Neelakurni. Neelakurni. Strobilanthes kundiana. Strobilanthes kundiana. That is a scientific name of this Neelakurni. So recently, Neelakurni has been added to the vulnerable list of IUCN. Vulnerable list in IUCN red list. Okay. IUCN is a body which is releasing all these kinds of lists. For example, this is known as the endangered list. Okay, in endangered list, they'll be having International Union for Conservation of Nature, that is IUCN. So endangered, there are different categories. For example, the population is very not much concerned. Then there is a category called least concerned. It's somewhere close to threatened. It is the near threatened. Okay, in the threatened category, we have vulnerable is there, endangered is there, and also critically vulnerable means the population will be okay, but maybe it might go to endangered species. Endangered means the population is very less, maybe around 50 or something. Critically endangered means even much lesser. Okay, maybe around 20 species will only be there in the whole world. Okay, and after that we have extinct. Extinct in the wild means in captivity we might be having it, or maybe extinct, completely extinct. We don't have like dodo, even dinosaurs. We don't have, right? So that has gone extinct. Okay, so that is IUCN list, and so recently Neelakurni was added to the vulnerable list. So we should be taking care of this Neelakurni. That is so Neelakurni is actually a flowering shrub which is endemic to the Western Ghats in the southwestern part of India, Western Ghats. So basically, this is shrub only. It won't be going more than 3 meters high. Okay, it will be staying under 3 meters high. What is the most exclusive thing about this Neelakurni is like it blooms once every 12 years only. Okay, the blooming season is once in every 12 years only. Okay, once in every 12 years only. So this blooming season is very much when the tourism is also very much important in this blooming season. Why? Because the entire area will be in a purplish blue expanse. It will be complete landscape will be turned into a purplish blue. Okay, so that is why it's a mass blooming, not like a separated blooming. It's like a mass blooming will be there. Okay, so why this has been added to the vulnerable? Because earlier and all this in the Munnar Ernakulam region and all, we could see this Neelakurni mass blooming was there. But nowadays, if you go and check, it will be like the areas where it was prominent in the past time. There we are not able to see this Neelakurni. Even though in the new areas we are able to see this Neelakurni, but still compared to when we are comparing the overall population, it is very much less. It is said that there is actually a decline of around 30% in the blooming. Okay, 2000 blooming. All right, so something which blooms only in once every 12 years. Okay, all right. Next one. Again, related to environment only. Like I've already mentioned, the global temperatures are soaring high. That affected the Great Barrier Reef also. The Great Barrier Reef. Great Barrier Reef. You might have heard regarding this. Great Barrier Reef is a coral reef, a chain of coral reefs which we can see in the Australian region. Okay, it's a warm temperature in Australia. We can see this in Great Barrier. But problem is like with the water is getting much warmer, this barrier reefs will become that will affect the ecosystem of this barrier and it will get damaged. Okay, it will get damaged at a temperature. It has to be in some certain limits. Even though it is warm, it should not be much warm. Okay. All right. Corals, you might be knowing. Corals are this in the corals only make this reef with complex structures which stretches in stretches. I think this Great Barrier Reef, which is stretching out 2,400. It is believed that if you're watching from the space, also you might be able to see this uh, Great Barrier Reef. Why? Because it's in the shallow area. Okay. All right. And also, when the coral reef is getting affected, coral reefs are giving, you might have seen in this Animal Planet Discovery Channel and all, coral reef is actually providing the habitat for many species. So basically, when this coral reef is getting affected, that habitat will also be affected. So that is a problem with this coral reefs. Okay. All right. Some studies were there, and two important endangered species which we can see in this coral reef. One is dugong and green sea turtle. Green sea turtle. Both are endangered species. Okay. All right. All right. Next one. Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar Award. Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar Award. Okay. So this was something which we were giving in some time, some years back, but still after some time it was discontinued. So now the Indian government has brought back this Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar. Okay. So basically, Vigyan Puraskar means for knowledge only, and here it is given for the scientist. Okay, first national awards which are being given for the scientists. You might be knowing that we have different awards like Bharat Ratna, Padma Bhushan. Even that is also given, but still, this is specifically for the science area only. Okay, so usually it will be given on August 23rd. August 23rd. Significance of August 23rd is August 23rd will be National Space Day. National Space Day. So Space Day means they're celebrating the Chandrayaan 3 mission, August 23rd. The successful landing of the Chandrayaan 3, which happened last year early. So August 23rd is National Space Day. So in that day only it will be given out. So this year we have 33 awards. 33 awards in different categories. Okay. So one main category is this Vigyan Ratna. This Vigyan Ratna. That is the highest award. Okay, it can be given to up to 3 persons. Okay, basically these are the lifetime achievements in science and technology. Lifetime achievements in science and technology. This year it was given to one person. I mean, awarded to one person only. Okay, that was G. Padmanabhan. G. Padmanabhan. He's a noted biochemist and also a former director of the IISc, Indian Institute of Science. So he was given the Vigyan Ratna award. Okay, and after that we have Vigyan Sri. Vigyan Sri. Okay, Vigyan Sri can be given to up to 25 people. 25 people in the distinguished contributions in various scientific fields. No need to study all this 25 and all. So this year 13 scientists were being selected. Can be given up to 25, but this year 13 scientists from different category like physics, chemistry, earth sciences were selected for this particular award. Okay. Next one is Vigyan Yuva. Vigyan Yuva. Okay, maybe you can guess from what this exactly is. Vigyan Yuva, or it's also known as Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Vigyan Yuva Award. Okay, again, this can also be given to up to 25%, but it should be for the young scientist only. Okay, young scientist only. Okay, all right. Again, this was also given to some important 18 young scientists were selected. 18 young scientists were selected for this. Okay. All right, another award is Vigyan Team Award. Vigyan Team Awards. Okay, Vigyan Team Award, it is given up to 3 awards will be given. Up to 3 awards for a team of more than, so 3 or more people should be there in that particular team. Okay, so this award was given to our prestigious Chandrayaan 3 mission. Chandrayaan 3 mission team. Okay, Chandrayaan 3 mission team was awarded this Vigyan Team Award. Okay, so these are the awards which are coming under this Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar awards, and it will be given on given on National Space Day, that is August 23rd. Okay. Next one. Again, let me remind you regarding our successful alumni from THiNC Institute of Design. So these you can see on the screen. We have these are the toppers who has been who got into the prestigious institutions, both NIFT as well as IIT. So maybe our batches are open again. Our batches are open. So if you are interested, you can contact the number. The contact admissions are open. You can contact the number which will be given in the chat box. Okay. All right. Next one. Indian President Draupadi Murmu. Draupadi Murmu recently went for a 2-day state visit to Fiji. 2-day state visit to Fiji. Fiji is a country in the Oceania. So she was given the ceremonial guard of honor along with the Companion of Order of Fiji. Okay, this is the highest award in highest honor which is given in Fiji. Okay, so that was conferred on President Draupadi Murmu. Okay, Draupadi Murmu, and also it is said to be marking the 75 years of diplomatic relation between India and Fiji. Okay, so that is Companion of Order of Fiji. Okay. Next one from the space sector, so related to Uranus. Okay, Uranus as well as Neptune. So new moons, three new moons were found to be orbiting Uranus and Neptune. One is orbiting Uranus. One is orbiting Uranus, and two are said to be circling Neptune. Okay. All right. So this, so I'm bringing the total number of moons of Uranus to 28 and Neptune to 16. So this is basically the present tally. So Uranus will be having 28 satellites and Neptune is actually having 16 satellites. Okay. All right. So this will be given, name will be given eventually, name will be given. As of now, the technical terms like S 2023, that kind of name will be there. Usually Uranus moons will be given after Shakespeare's characters only. The drama writer Shakespeare. So basically, usually it will be based on Shakespeare's characters only. And also regarding Neptune, it will be given based on the Greek mythology. So hopefully, very soon that will be done in this case also. But as of now, they are having this technical names only. So three new moons, one for Uranus and two for Neptune. Okay. All right. Next one. Next one. Again, related to space only. First Indian space tourist. He went on a recreational space trip only. Okay, space tourism, recreational space trip, and the person is Gobi Totakara. Gobi Totakura. He's from Andhra. So Gobi Totakura became the first person from India to go on a recreational spaceship. So earlier we said it like he went to 130 kilometer, but here it is like 105 kilometer, not 5 kilometer above the earth only. So basically the line separating the earth atmosphere and space. So we have to cross it, then only we can say like we have went to Spain. So that line is known as Karman line. Okay. So he has crossed the Karman line and reached an altitude of around 105 kilometers. Okay. All right. So soon this will become a norm. Like soon more space trips will be done by different people. So he actually went in a private space orbitally that was conducted by Blue Origin. Blue Origin was a company which conducted this private space flight. Okay. All right. So usually people will be going to these trips, they'll be feeling some weightlessness for humans, and also they'll be able to see the Earth from the space. So that is a purpose of going into space. Blue Origin is a private aerospace company. Okay. The first space tourist who went was it was an American tourist, Dennis Tito. Might have heard this. It's a very famous name. Dennis Tito, first space tourist who went to the space. Okay, that was from Russia. Went from a Russian Soyuz rocket. Okay. All right. Next one again related to AI only. AI only. So the Google's I/O event. I/O event is a very popular event. Almost all tech enthusiasts will be eagerly watching this I/O event every year. So right, the top AI generative AI is ChatGPT by Open AI. Okay. So what Google has done is like Google has also unveiled an assistant. Google has unveiled an assistant, and this project is known as Project Astra. Project Astra or Project Astra can call it. So this in this Project Astra, Google is actually aiming to change the way people connect with the AI. So basically, it will be adding the multi-modal language support will be there, and right now, Sapla and all has come up with more smart glasses and even smartphone integration, everything. So Google will be going delving into that kind of technologies also. Okay, so that is the purpose of this project Astra. And now, as of now, Google is using this Gemini. Gemini is the Google's generating AI platform. So basically, Gemini is the basis for Project Astra. Gemini is only the multi-model foundation model that is actually handling this AI things. And again, we have to based on our inputs. Okay, but at the same time, ChatGPT also came up with its newer version, that is 4.0. ChatGPT 4.0. Now also we can use this. Now I think they are giving it for some free trial version. Trial version in the sense it will be some after some time limit it will again get renewed. So like that we also this ChatGPT's this GPT 4.0 we can use. But still, if you want to use it permanently, then maybe you have to opt for an upgraded plan that which will be a paid plan. Okay, so that is Project Astra from Google and ChatGPT 4.0 by OpenAI. Okay, two very important AI language models. Next one. Next one again from Manipur. Okay, so recently the Manipur government has actually taken steps to save this Manipuri pony. Manipuri pony, right? That small horse species. So this is technically, I mean, locally it is known as Meiti. Meiti is a community, tribal community. Meiti Sagol. Meiti Sagol. That is a Manipuri pony. So there are high chances like this Manipuri pony or this Meiti Sagol will going extinct. Okay, so basically there are steps to conserve this particular species. Okay, it is one of the India's indigenous. We have 7 indigenous horse breeds are there. This is one of the India's indigenous breeding horses. Okay, during the Meitei period and all, during the local military and all, they used it for going for war and all. Mostly it was used. Okay, there were a game was also there called Sagol Kangji. Sagol Kangji is basically polo only. Some people say that this horse polo was derived from the Sagoi Kangji. Okay, polo you might be knowing like US polo logos and all you can see this polo. Okay, all right. So conservation efforts are there to revive this particular, or maybe to avoid the extinction of this particular Meiti Sagolo Sagoi Kangte. Okay, all right. So next one. All right. So that's it regarding our GK session today. So we have completed almost all the important current affairs which happened in the past 2 months, mostly from July end to this August first week. Okay, August first week. So again, we'll be having more such sessions. Will be there. Current affairs in next week also. Maybe we might have another session. Will be there. Maybe we'll try to get some questions also related to current affairs or maybe related to a GK topic. We'll try to get some questions also, so that we'll get to know how these questions will be asked from this particular topic. And also we'll be having different other in other areas also. We'll be having sessions like based on drawing, based on reasoning. So like the sessions will also be there. Okay, so the links for our social media handles will be posted in the chat box. You can check out that links, and if you are interested for this, where you can join them. And also regarding the admission also, I have already mentioned these our courses. I have already mentioned we have the foundation batch, and we have a 2-year weekend batches also there. 1-year weekend batch is also there. Crash batch, which will be starting almost close to your examination time, and we have a regular review batch. Again, for this, the admissions are still ongoing. Okay, so if you're interested in any of these batches, and if you're interested in any of these exams or this courses, then maybe you can stay connected with us. And if you're interested to take admission, you can contact us. The number will be given in the chat box. Okay, so if you like this session, make sure that you're hitting the thumbs up button, and also please subscribe to our YouTube channel also. Okay, all right, so I think we can wind up today's session. So thank you so much. Have a great night.